You ever wonder what this pocket's for? I've always wondered that.
Well, there's an answer, and it goes back to the very first pair of jeans ever made in 1873, before belt loops, before the back pockets. This little pocket was there at the beginning, which means somebody decided it was non-negotiable. So what was it for? To answer that, you have to go back to San Francisco, 1853, the gold rush in full swing. A merchant named Levi Strauss is selling supplies to the miners. A Nevada tailor, Jacob Davis, figures out that hammering copper rivets into the corners of work pants makes them nearly indestructible. The two partner up, and on May 20th, 1873, the patent goes through, and the blue jean is officially born. These weren't fashion items. They were tools, built for miners, ranchers, and railroad workers whose daily lives destroyed everything they wore. But there was one thing these men carried that ordinary denim couldn't protect. Picture the life of a railroad worker in 1873. Everything about the job is violent. Heavy machinery, constant movement, physical labor from sunrise to sunset. Clothes wore out, boots cracked, tools bent. But in their pocket, these men carried something that could not take a single hit. A pocket watch. Delicate enough that one bad fall could end it. A glass face, mechanical gears, hairspring coils all packed into something you could hold in one hand. And it wasn't cheap. For many workers, a pocket watch represented weeks, sometimes an entire month of earnings. It also wasn't optional. Railroad timetables were precise. Shift coordination depended on it. Get the time wrong, and you weren't just late, you were a hazard. So Levi's engineers built a pocket specifically for it. Small enough that the watch couldn't rattle around, reinforced enough to hold up through a full day of hard labor. It wasn't decorative. It was structural. For roughly 6 decades, that pocket had a clear job. Then history intervened. World War I put millions of men in trenches, where every second of a coordinated attack mattered. Digging into a coat for a pocket watch wasn't just inconvenient, it was dangerous. The military solution was to strap the watch directly to the wrist. What had previously been seen as a feminine accessory became standard issue military equipment, practically overnight. Soldiers came home wearing wristwatches. The habit stuck, and the pocket watch, that fragile, expensive, essential object, began its slow disappearance. The little pocket on your jeans had lost its reason to exist. Now here's what's remarkable. Levi's didn't hesitate to cut other original features when they stopped making sense. The rivet in the crotch, removed after complaints that it heated up near campfires. The back cinch strap, gone. Original suspender buttons, eliminated. Every revision, every decade, every generation of denim, it was still there. Part of it is that people kept finding uses for it. Matches, coins, folded bills. Over the decades, Levi's actually cataloged the nicknames people gave it. The Frontier Pocket, the Ticket Pocket, the Match Pocket. Each name a small record of what people needed to carry in that era. In the 2000s, the iPod Shuffle was almost a perfect fit. Today, an AirPod's case slides right in. The pocket never evolved. Take it away now and something feels off. Not because it's useful, but because it's jeans. You've been wearing a piece of 1873 this whole time. So, what do you actually put in yours? Drop it in the comments. It probably says more about when you grew up than you'd expect.